Over 500 million pounds of ocean spray cranberries are harvested every autumn in North America. 95% of those cranberries are wet harvested. It is permissible for these berries to get wet as they will quickly be shipped out to be made into processed foods like condensed juices, sauces, and dried cranberries called craisins.
The wet harvesting is faster, it's easier, it's more efficient. We can cover a lot more ground in a day wet harvesting than we can dry harvesting.
Bog owners Gary Garrettson and Chris Severance's bogs have been producing cranberries for over 100 years.
The varieties that are here were actually wild plants that have been nurtured over the last 150 years.
Although these cranberries are harvested underwater, they do not actually grow in the water.
Cranberries grow in a bog that has oftentimes moist soil, but it would never be in standing water or underwater.
These cranberry vines are carefully tended all year long in a dry bog. Then, once the weather cools and the cranberries ripen, the growers make a very calculated decision when to flood their dry bogs in order to start the harvest.
The cranberry actually goes from green to white to red, and as the redness increases, we're looking for a minimum color standard that we'll be delivering to Ocean Spray. And then we'll start harvest when we feel that the time is right.
Then the harvester will pull wooden boards from the flume. This allows the water to easily and quickly flood the bog.
We'll start to flood early in the morning and put on about 6 inches of water on the cranberry bog. Most of our water is all recycled. We'll pump it up from a reservoir holding area.
This process is part of an intricate pumping system, which helps preserve the water that all the local harvesters share. Depending on the conditions of the surrounding wetlands, a dry cranberry bog can take anywhere from several hours to several days to flood. Once the bog is adequately submerged underwater, the wet harvesting process begins.
We'll come out and run our harvesters over the entire bed with reels that spin and actually knock the berries off of the vines. At that point, after we finish picking the entire bed, all the berries will be floating. Cranberries float because they're less dense than water and they have little air pockets in them.
All of the floating cranberries will then be corralled using large vinyl booms.
On a 16-acre piece, it'll take us about an hour to go ahead and sweep the cranberry bog.
With our pump equipment, we'll suck all the berries right up on top of that truck. We'll clean them as they go down into the back of the tractor trailer. We're cleaning all the leaves and anything that's not a cranberry we're trying to clean out of that. 100% cranberries goes into that tractor trailer, and it goes straight from the bog to Ocean Spray.